Okay. All right, everyone. Welcome to Mission Country on the Road. We're so glad to have you again. And finishing up this week on a beautiful Thursday evening. Thought I'd kick it off with one of my original Christmas songs. How about that? That sound all right to you? A 20X resistor shadows his bearded face, and underneath that duster, a wool shirt that's old and frayed. Custom-made red Wranglers bunch up around some old black boots. Birds that jingle jangle, country Christmas tune. If Santa was a cowboy, that's the way it would go. We two-step across the sawdust floor, right until the cows come home. Throw a party down at the stockyard, like they do in FWT. Santa was a cowboy. Hey, that's the way it would be. From that big red wagon hitched a four-draft horse team. Well, he whistles to old Dusty and then yanks on the reins. Loaded down, going town to town, you can hear old Santa singing happy trails to you in a brand new blue. After you go down with the cream. Santa was a cowboy, that's the way it would go. Every two-step across the sawdust floor, right until the cows come home. Throw a party down at the stockyard, like we do in FWT. Santa was a cowboy. Hey, that's the way it would be. Now Santa don't ever make no list. He knows just what we need. 'Cause every cowboy wants a cowgirl to dance with on Christmas Eve. Forget about New York City. Somebody play some Yuletide Conway Twitty. Santa was a cowboy. Hey, that's the way it would be. Yeah, Santa was a cowboy. That's the way it would go. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Yeah, getting it going here. All right. That old tractor still parked in the lane where it broke down. It's been 20 years since it's pulled a plow, but I ain't moving in, 'cause it was his. That rocking chair still sitting by the fireplace. It creaks when it rocks, and it needs a coat of paint, but I ain't moving in, 'cause it was his. What's mine was his. I ain't getting rid of what makes me grind. It's what made my dad a man. Every star, every stripe, every wrong, every right, every line he ever drew in the sand. I ain't moving in. It was his. Now his Bible's still open on the table by his bed, and it's been way too long since it's been read, but I ain't moving it. It was his. And I love that old six-string that leans against the wall. It's covered up in dust, his old southern drawl. No, I ain't moving it. It was his. What's mine was his, and I ain't getting rid of what makes me who I am. It's what made my dad a man. Every star, every stripe, every wrong, every right, every line he ever drew in the sand. I ain't moving it. It was his. Family climbed the canyon to sort through all the stains. They found the front door locked and chained. Someone called for the keys, and I just let it ring. Then they heard this man say, what's mine was his, and I ain't getting rid of what makes me who I am. It's what made my dad a man. Every star, every stripe, every wrong, every right, every line he ever drew in the sand. I ain't moving it. It was his. I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. Like the tree planted by the water, I ain't moving it. It was his. It was his, it was his, it was his. All right, let's do this one right. Let me get back up here. Yeah. I think I will do this one right here. Well, good morning, Jesus. Yes, it's me again. But I didn't call this time to get forgiveness for all those sins. I called to talk to Mama, and I know she's there with you. If there's a phone up in heaven, Jesus put me through, and give me one more chance to tell her that I love her. Oh, let me hear her sweet voice one more time. For I want her to know how much I'm thinking of her. If there's a phone in heaven, put my mama on the line. All those things I should have told her while I still had that chance. But one day, Lord, you took her without warning in advance. And I'm begging now, please give me one last opportunity. And if you got a phone there in heaven, let Mama talk to me and give me one more chance to tell her that I love her. Oh, let me hear her sweet voice one more time. For I want her to know how much I'm thinking of her. If there's a throne in heaven, put my mama on the line. Yes, if there's a throne in heaven, put my mama on the line. On the outskirts of a small town, down a dirt road, on a hill, in an old white framed house, at a chair she would kneel. My burdens were lifted every time she spoke my name. Yeah, God smiled at the devil when my mama prayed. Yeah, I know about crazy living outside the lines, and I've been too far gone, way too many times. It's no wonder I'm happy and feeling brand new, 'cause Mama and Jesus kept pulling me through. You'd think that by now I'd be farther along, but trouble still grows easy from the bad seeds I've sown. But I stand here forgiven, and all the credit is due to Mama and Jesus for pulling me through. Her old chair don't match nothing in this new house of mine, but I keep to remind me of each tear that she's cried. She's gone to heaven. Someday I will go too, 'cause Mama and Jesus kept pulling me through. She's gone to heaven. Someday I few days since we've done this one, but we love to sing about His grace, now don't we? Thanks for the stars. Infected by grace, not looking for a cure. See, it's out of my hands, not up to me anymore. Nothing I do will change where I stand, so I rest in His righteousness, infected by grace. Oh, a little bit of grace goes a long, long way, and where you miss the mark, His favor congregates. So if you think that my old life is all I deserve, think again. I'm a new man. I'm infected by grace, not looking for a cure. See, it's out of my hands, not up to me anymore. Nothing I do will change where I stand, so I rest in His righteousness, infected by grace. I caught it through love from that man on the tree, and if you get too close, you'll catch it from me. I'm contagious with faith, attracted to fear and despair, spreading hope everywhere. I'm infected by grace, not looking for a cure. See, it's out of my hands, not up to me anymore. Nothing I do will change where I stand, so I rest in His righteousness, infected by grace. You may have heard all your life you're not worthy. Don't expect more than just getting by. But it wasn't my fault. I was born in sin, and grace trumps sin every time. Infected by grace, not looking for a cure. See, it's out of my hands, not up to me anymore. Nothing I do will ever change where I stand, so I rest in His righteousness, infected by grace. I'm infected. Yeah, infected by grace. Oh, let me try this one right here. Do something a little different tonight. Oh, my rough and rowdy ways have kept me from His grace, but there's hope for me, 'cause Mama's faith is strong. She's the only hope I've got to keep me in touch with God. But who'd pray for me when Mama's gone? Oh, who care enough to talk to God when her pleading voice has stopped? Who'll pray for me when Mama's gone? I guess I'm just too weak to fall down on my knees and talk to God like a man on my own. But He knows who I am, 'cause she mentions me to Him. But who'll pray for me when Mama's gone? Who'll pray for me when Mama's gone? Oh, who'll ask His forgiveness from then on? Who'll care enough to talk to God when her pleading voice has stopped? Who'll pray for me when Mama's gone? Tell me who'll pray for me when Mama's gone. Well, what a fellowship, what a joy divine, leaning on the everlasting arms. What a blessedness, what a peace is mine, leaning on the everlasting arms. Leaning, leaning, safe and secure from all alarm. Leaning, I'm leaning, leaning on the everlasting arm. What have I to dread? What have I to fear? Leaning on the everlasting arms. I have blessed peace with my Lord so near. Leaning on the everlasting arms. Leaning, I'm leaning, safe and secure from all alarm. Leaning, I'm leaning, leaning on the everlasting arms. Leaning on the everlasting arms. Yeah, there's one old one there I love to sing. I love to sing that. Well, well. All right. On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that old cross, where the dearest and best for a world of lost sinners was slain. So I'll cherish the old days at last I lay down, I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. And to the old rugged cross I will ever be true. Its shame and reproach I'll gladly bear, till He calls me away to that home far away, where forever His glory will share. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown, and exchange it someday for a crown. Yeah, the old rugged cross. All right. Well, I'm going to do one for you here, and then, well, we're going to announce our winner, and then I'm going to do one. How about that? That ought to work, won't it? All right. Tonight's winner. Tonight's winner is Elizabeth Jacobiet. Jacobiet. Elizabeth Jacobiet. I hope I'm saying that right. Jacobiet. I don't know. Elizabeth, if you hear me and you're under the sound of my voice, you're the winner. So all you got to do is private message us on Facebook Messenger with your email address and your physical address. We need your email address and your physical address. And when you get that to us on Facebook Messenger right there at Mike Manuel Music, I tell you, when we get it, we'll be able to get that processed and get it headed your way. All right, we're going to do one more, close it out with our favorite Christmas song around here. Jingle bells, all is well in our home tonight. 'Tis the season to be jolly, 'cause everything is alright. Now who would have thought a year ago we even knew how to smile? We took the X out of our Christmas and put Christ back in our lives. Now this world would like to X Him out, forget Him on this day. But like a mother's goodnight kiss, you can't wipe Him away. I have no fuss with Mr. Claus, though I've never seen reindeer fly. So take the X out of your Christmas and put Christ in your life. I'll be home for Christmas, and not just in my dreams, for the Savior born in Bethlehem is living now in me. Oh, and I'm amazed just how bright that this season shines, with the exile of my Christmas and with Christ in my life. Oh, this world would like to X him out, forget him on this day, but like a mother's goodnight kiss, you can't wipe him away. I have no trust Mr. Claus, though I've never seen reindeer fly, so take the X out of your Christmas and put Christ in your life. Let's all take the X out of our Christmas and put Christ in our life. All right, folks, we got to leave you. We love you. Thank you so much for being with us tonight, and this will be our last show for the week. We'll see all of you next week, and I'll just keep talking because eventually I know everything's going to come together for me.